Good afternoon. Round 3. Busy day on Without a Crystal Ball. It's Katie Joy. Hope you are having a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, good morning, wherever you are. Welcome to my subscribers. Hey guys, to my members, what's up? And if you are brand new to my channel, welcome. And if you have not subscribed, please click the subscribe button and make sure you give me a thumbs up before we get going. So, we have done some covering of the story since it began with a blowout in July when Amber Portwood was arrested for her alleged machete attack against Andrew Glennon related to not being able to get it to the fireworks, and that ultimately resulted in her arrest and the demise of their relationship. And since then, she has pleaded guilty and has 906 days of probation. She has been ordered by the court to do a ton of classes related to that incident that happened in July. She and Andrew have split. Andrew has an ongoing restraining order against Amber, so they do not communicate. They only communicate through what's called a Family Wizard app, where they discuss custody. Anything related to James' custody, they set up and organize custody dates. They discuss anything related to custody through this app. They do not do anything else beyond that because it would be a violation of their restraining order. So, if you remember this, it got a little bit sticky when they came to mediation in October. In October, they agreed that Andrew would have 100% physical custody of James, but Amber would be given parenting time through guidelines set by the state of Indiana. As a result, Amber was awarded 3 hours twice a week of unsupervised time with her son, and at least one day during the week of an extended, I think, 8 to 10 hours. Now, initially, in the beginning, it sounds like the two of them struggled to coordinate parenting time, and because of trouble, according to sources we talked to connected to Andrew, of him getting into the app, they were unable to effectively or successfully coordinate early visitation between Amber and her son James. Well, that resulted in Amber filing a motion in court related to this case to put Andrew in contempt of court and stating that he was taking away parenting time from her and not cooperating with her. So we knew at the time it could result in the court finding him in contempt, and they had set a court date to go through and talk about this motion. Well, initially when the judge ordered this, they said that they would need to start working with a parenting coordinator who would help them through some mediation issues, help them determine appropriate visitation, and also help them with any related issues related to custody. It appears now that things have started to settle down because last week they were supposed to meet in court to go through where Andrew was supposed to sit, and a judge would have ruled on the motion that Amber filed to find him in contempt. Well, on December 16th, the Sun actually posted this earlier today, but the court, Andrew filed this in Marion County, and it's an emergency motion for continuance of hearing. It says that the matter was set for December 18th, 2019. The counsel at the time was ill, according to this report, as was their child. But they said that there is no urgency regarding parenting time in this matter, as the respondent is exercising regular parenting time and the parties are communicating via the Family Wizard app. Undersigned counsel contacted counsel for respondent, and she does not object to a continuance. They said that the counsel for the parties have agreed to have this matter set for final hearing on all outstanding issues, and that the parties shall be ordered to mediation prior to the hearing. This motion is being made in good faith and for the purposes of the delay, and this was made by Andrew Glennon's attorney on behalf of Andrew. Well, after they filed that, the court actually granted the motion and agreed to continue the case. And it appears now that the custody case that has been very tense between the two of them are going to be moving out of the court system, and they were just going to finalize everything through a mediator. Well, that's good news, actually. It appears that Amber has been meeting the requirements for the parenting time. They have been communicating effectively, and that things are going smoother, which is the best possible thing, the best possible outcome you would want in a situation like this. You don't want two people going back and forth and fighting about what's going to happen. You certainly don't want the court making someone be in contempt for not abiding by a rule, and it appears as though they've maybe made up the time that she missed, or they've been communicating and working so well that at this point ruling on what happened in October doesn't make sense in December. So this is good news for both of them, to be honest. I mean, Amber is now on probation. She has to do a lot of things outside of maintaining employment. She has to go through a batterer's class. She has to do a substance abuse class. She has to go through parenting classes. And all of those things must be completed as a part of her probation. She also has to take regular has to do random drug testing. And as a part of it also has to make sure that she, is a good parent and isn't like being a bad parent. So while initially a lot of people were worried that maybe she wouldn't take this seriously, maybe she was going to use this as an opportunity to, in like 2011 when everything happened with Gary, she couldn't stay clean. A lot of people were concerned that maybe she was dealing with some dependencies on drugs. And at this point in time, probation appears to be clean. There has been no reports added to the court. I just checked the case earlier today. There's been no updates related to it since November. So that's good. I'll have to say that so far I've been pleasantly surprised with everything that's been going on. She has managed to stay off of social media in terms of Instagram. She has not had any meltdowns in the recent months. She has been calmed down. This is the part that I think is weird. She was on Snapchat a couple weeks ago, and she was sad about the passing of a rapper. Fans thought that she was slurring her words. People were sending me the video. Heck, I even had the video. I didn't see it. A number of outlets were stating that was Amber on drugs because she was slurring. I think sometimes people are so quick to want someone to screw up, or they're waiting for someone to screw up, that they find evidence in things that are not even there. I didn't think or believe that she was slurring at all in that video. And she reminded fans on Twitter last week that the article was completely false because as a part of her probation, she is required to take random drug tests. And so she cannot take any drugs that are not prescribed by doctors. So are we surprised by this? I mean, did we think that this was possible? I feel like anything here can be possible. I think she's almost 30 years old. Sometimes it takes to really, really hit a dark place where you lose everything in order to actually get better and get healthy for your children. She is seemingly doing what she needs to do at this time and making the custody times and spending time with her son and her daughter. So these are good steps forward. Does that mean that she's perfect and everything is fine? Probably not. She probably still has a long way to go. But this can only be good for the children that mom is doing what she needs to do. So it's good news for Andrew because now he doesn't have to worry about being held in contempt of court and potentially having to pay fines or even having to go to jail. So this is, I guess, plus for everyone, right? Is it? I don't know. Either way, getting a case out of court and going to mediation is always a better solution. All right, you guys, are you surprised? Are you not surprised? What do you think? Are you glad to see that things are going better now? Are you glad to see that things have calmed down? I know I am. I think everything needs to get back to normal, and I do think that the kids deserve a stable and healthy mother, and I hope that she continues on this path and they continue to work together as parents to raise their son, James. All right, you guys, I will be back later with more. Make sure you check me out on Instagram at Without a Crystal Ball, on Facebook at facebook.com/withoutacrystalball, and on Twitter at WOACB official. If you have questions, concerns, comments, send me information there. If there's things that you want me to cover, leave them in the comments below. And if you haven't hit that like button, make sure you hit the like button on the way, or thumbs up on the way out, as well as if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button. All right, you guys, I'll be back later.